Before we get started, just want to let you know we are giving away free downloads of my book, The Dark Side of Franchising, Protect Yourself Against Some of the Scams That Happen in the World of Franchising. That's a free download. I'll place a link at the end of this video. But today we are going to take a look at some of the franchises that are available for under $100,000. And there are actually quite a few franchise models that are available under $100,000. A lot of people don't have the millions of dollars to buy a McDonald's or Burger King franchise, but they want the benefits and the support that comes with the franchise model. So today on Franchise Inspectors, 7 lower cost franchise models that can still generate a very solid income. So let's start off with a very strange industry that can be very profitable. Over $3 million a year cleaning up dog waste seems impossible. That's exactly how much a top franchise owner who paid less than $100,000 for their franchise generates today. Now, there's actually a huge demand for this service in many cities. And yes, absolutely, you could start this business on your own with no franchise, almost no money required. But the question is, do you know how to acquire clients? Do you know how to market your service effectively? Do you have a call center in place to handle calls and to book appointments? Do you know how to create a recurring revenue stream with subscriptions? Do you know how to scale to a multi-million-dollar business with employees as opposed to being just one person with a scoop and a bucket? You see, these are the benefits that a franchise can provide, the good ones anyway. You don't buy a franchise to learn how to scoop poop or how to paint or how to clean. You buy a franchise to learn how to grow and scale a big business. Total investment, all in, including your working capital and everything that you need to open and run a franchise in this industry, ranges about $75,000 to $90,000. Number 2 that we're going to look at is public insurance adjusting. And this is a very interesting new franchise model in an industry that most people know very little about, but it provides incredible benefits to homeowners and to businesses. Now, most people hate dealing with insurance companies, and most insurance companies, as you know, try and pay homeowners as little as possible. What a professional public insurance adjuster does is helps homeowners argue their case that they are owed much more money. And using an adjuster actually increases the average insurance claim by 747%. As a qualified adjuster, you visit homes and using drones, a camera, and other tools, you essentially build a case for the customer and you negotiate then with the insurance carrier. Again, this is a business you can start on your own for very little, but do you have national accounts? Do you know which licenses you need, what information needs to be logged, or how to prepare an adjusted claim? If not, a franchise can be a quick way to get started. Total investment to get into this type of franchise ranges from as low as about $40,000 up to over $100K. Number 3, a franchise we discuss often here on the channel and a franchise that I owned at one point, and that is specialty consulting or cost recovery franchise. Now, most small or mid-sized companies today need to save money, and that increases as the economy gets worse and worse. Now, as a cost recovery expert, you help businesses analyze their expenses and find ways to save in various cost centers. That includes shipping, telecom, fuel, business supplies, and more. Now, the average savings for companies is over 28%. Many recoveries are much higher than that. And this service actually costs the business nothing, and you are going to share in any savings that you find the company. Now, this business is very B2B sales oriented, so owners need to be super comfortable prospecting for new business or have existing relationships with SMBs. Top producers in this industry generating over $3 million a year, and we've seen owners reselling their franchise for over $1.7 million with a low investment between $70,000 to $80,000. Number 4, another very in-demand and growing industry, pest control. And there are many franchises in this space that are under $100,000. Again, this is a business that you can start on your own, but a franchise is going to give you that roadmap on how to build a bigger business. Some of these franchises, they focus on pests, rats, mice, cockroaches, or termites. Others are focusing more on wildlife. Some just on mosquitoes, which is also a growing problem. Now, the best choice for you is going to depend on where you live. Some areas, of course, have more mosquitoes. Some have more rats. This is a very scalable business. You can start with a single territory and expand to a multiple territory empire in your area. Now, same as most of the other ideas we're giving today, you can often operate these from a home or small office, so your overhead is very low, expenses very low. Basically, you just need a vehicle and minimal equipment. All in, your training, vehicle, insurance, licensing, everything is as low as about $50,000 and up to get started. Number 5, a very popular industry, particularly in franchising, is property management. Vacation properties, local rentals, commercial businesses. Who handles the maintenance, the upkeep, and the rentals of these properties? Well, in many cases, it is a property manager. Now, there are several options in this franchise space, each having their own focus and specific strengths. This, again, home-based business, but in most states, you are required to also have a real estate license, which, if you're willing to do it, can actually be a good thing because those home sales can add an additional revenue to your business. Fairly easy business to operate, but you should be a social person as you're going to be dealing with the public on a regular basis. That includes contractors, maintenance people, landlords, and renters. Total investment, all in, starts at around $49,000 and up. Number 6, have you ever wondered who handles the cleanup of crime scenes? Now, this is a specialty industry that can be very profitable. Some of these cleanups cost into the thousands of dollars and don't take more than just a couple of hours. Now, obviously, if the owner chooses to do this job themselves, they need to not be squeamish. And many first responders have actually become franchise owners in this space. Some franchise brands even handle hoarder cleanup. You've probably seen those hoarder houses. And what I'll say is Walter White situations. And I don't want to mention these words as YouTube isn't going to like that. Now, you can get started with a franchise in this specific industry as low as about $80,000 all in. Number 7 is a very low-cost franchise starting at around $40,000, and owners can generate an entire year's income working only 4 months out of the year. So this is kind of a lifestyle business. It's not an exciting business, but everybody needs it, and it is tax preparation. Now, if you prefer not to be directly involved in the business, there are also absentee owner options where you would hire employees. That model starts at just under $70,000. There are so many out there: medical staffing, business coaching, sales training, medical billing. There are dozens of options that are available for anyone who wants to start their own franchise and has less than $100,000 to invest. And some financing is available even if you have less than that. Which business is going to be the most profitable for you depends on your own skills, your local market, your operational preferences, and a host of other factors. The good news is we help with that, and if you'd like to look at any of the brands that we mentioned today or look at some of the dozens of other options, visit Franchise Inspectors Broker Group. I'll place that link up above. Thanks for watching.